Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope which is from the 24th of September up to the 30th of September. And this is for you coming from Aries. So let's start with the 24th, which is a Sunday, and that's going to have a very difficult beginning for you, which means that the morning, afternoon, and early evening period can be a problem in relationships, trouble with family members, and also depending on money situations which are being discussed, which make everybody unhappy. So you have to be cautious not to take the leading role. Listen to others, be appreciative of what they are doing for you. Try not to bulldoze your way over anybody else. Otherwise, there is differences between you and the people you are very close with. During the evening and nightfall session, the situation gets much better. So perhaps you will find solutions during the evening and nightfall period where you couldn't find in the earlier part of the day. It's good to socialize during the evening nightfall period. It's good to make up. It's good to bond. It's a Sunday, so it's meant to be a very pleasant day. And so go ahead and plan the evening sessions, but be cautious that morning, afternoon, and evening there are planets who want to disrupt your behavior and make you be the person who will get the blame in the end. Let's go to the 25th, which is a Monday, and that starts very well. It starts well in the sense that at your place of work or in business or even when you leave home, everything goes perfectly according to plan. And you will be a very lucky person at work or in business getting good news. So communicate, ask favors. There is also a link with planets who advise you to deal with foreign countries and foreign people, and they are also waiting to help you. So a good morning afternoon session, but be careful that the evening and nightfall session of the 25th, which is a Monday, turns very bad. It can bring depression. It can bring unhappiness to the scale where you feel that it's a hopeless situation and you want to get out of it. Try not to go to extremes during the evening and nightfall session. Now, this planet also troubles you in the morning, afternoon, but the energy of this planet is weak at that time. It gains energy during the evening and nightfall session. So watch out that people from your past or people you know from the past or people who somehow depress you or make you angry, if they are there, just walk away from that group of people. And if you don't have to socialize, I'd rather you stay home. Let's move to the 26th, which is a Tuesday. Now, this is not good for the morning, afternoon, and early evening period. And that means that you can have trouble at your place of work or in business. Bad news can come, some difficulties even when you leave home because the family situation, the romance situation has become very tough. So you start the day in a very depressing way and a way where you are feeling very disappointed and dejected. Concentrate on what's important. If you're at work, focus on your work. If you're in business, focus on the business and try to slowly work things out. During the evening and nightfall session, again some very good planets come to rescue you. These good planets are also there in the morning, afternoon, but they are quite weak. So they give you little bits of hope here and there, but ultimately it's the negative ones that take over. But in the evening, nightfall session, you become very lucky. So where you may be earlier dejected or rejected by a romance you are chasing, you might get the romance in the evening nightfall session, you might get better news. So everything turns better. So socialize with the people you love. Socialize with the people you work or do business with. Solutions will be found where earlier the situation seemed hopeless. So be out and about, ask favors. Let's go to the 27th, which is a Wednesday, and that starts very well. You get plenty of good news this time at your place of work, in business, at home. Everything works very well. You are respected, you are adored, you are loved. And so it is going to be a very happy morning, afternoon, and early evening period. Your ideas are good. Project yourself, talk about things, communicate, ask favors. You are going to get a lot done. Evening and nightfall session remains also very good. So the whole 24 hours, the planets are poised to give you plenty of help. Evening nightfall session, you are looked up to, you can meet very important people, so mix business and pleasure as well. It's a really very good day for you. Only two things I request from you. Try not to show your temper because you may be irritated at some times, and try not to behave arrogantly. The 28th, which is a Thursday, starts well for you. At your place of work, you get support, you get good news from your bosses, your colleagues want to help you. In business, a lot of good news comes. You are being sought after, the demand for you is great. So give it your all in the morning, afternoon and early evening period. Concentrate on what's the most important thing you want, go for it and you're going to get it. Evening and nightfall period, they are emotional planets, so that's good. You tend to behave in a loving manner, in a romantic manner. Go out, socialize. If you're looking for romance, this is a perfectly good day. It's going to work very well for you. In your marriage area, bonding, go out with your colleagues, with your bosses or with business people. Mix business and pleasure. It's going to be one very good evening and nightfall session as well. Now the 29th, which is a Friday, starts well enough for you at your place of work. It brings the chance to make changes. It brings the chance to plan changes in any area of your life. You're going to do pretty well. You're going to go ahead and attract people who want to come and help you at your place of work or in personal affairs. So it's an emotional planet, a group of emotional planets. So allow them to do their work. Contact the people you want emotional help from. You'll find very good news coming your way. Evening and nightfall session remains also very good. Now business planets are moving in during the evening nightfall period. So whether it's to do with your job, whether it's to do with business, there's some help coming, help to make changes for the better. And you will have the opportunity to say your piece and the chance of delivering what you want to say, and you'll do it very well, except for one request: do not dominate. Then we'll move to Saturday, which is the 30th. And it starts very well. It starts very well. It's a holiday for you, for some of you will work. So if it's a holiday, you're going to do very well. You can take charge, you can make the plans, others want to do as you say. If you're working, it's the same. You get plenty of good news from your bosses. So enjoy your morning, afternoon, early evening period. During the evening and nightfall period, watch out. There's a planet that tends to make you rebellious and difficult to deal with. And so this planet is also hanging around in the morning, afternoon, early evening period, but can't do much. Gives little bits of problems here or there and then settles down. But evening and nightfall session, this nasty planet drops anchor and wants to be there and to take charge. So don't behave rebelliously. Don't be a person who doesn't want to follow the plans of others. Don't want to change rules and regulations which have been being dealt with all the time. Try to be a follower, don't want to take the lead. That's the most important during the evening and nightfall session, and you'll do well enough. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session, and that depends on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms, and I'll face read you as well as we are Skyping, or if we are using the camera on Facebook. And let's get down to it. Contact me, send me an email, send me a message on Facebook, send me a message on Skype, and let's get down for me to get your next 5 or 6 years perfectly under control. Until then, thank you and good luck.